It's Game 7 of the NBA Finals. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers just a few days ago were written off as finished. There was no way they'd come back 3-1. Steph Curry, the unanimous MVP, and the 73-9 Warriors were in the midst of one of the greatest choke jobs of all time. But how did we get here in the first place? How did a non-athletic 6'3 guard completely take over the league? He wasn't even supposed to be here. LeBron James wasn't even supposed to be in Cleveland. One of the most surprising free agency moves in NBA history, to bring the chosen one back to the Cavs. This is the story of how the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers cemented the legacy of LeBron James, making him the GOAT. To really understand the significance of the 2016 season for LeBron James, you'd have to go all the way back to 2003. LeBron James, straight out of high school, was drafted first overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers, which coincidentally happened to be right by Akron, Ohio, the hometown of the King. For the good part of the 2000s decade, LeBron James went toe-to-toe with the juggernauts of that era, but couldn't quite capture a championship for Cleveland. Despite LeBron being the best player in the league for most of his time with the Cavs, he lacked the championship supporting cast around him to truly compete for a ring. Then after the 2010 season, LeBron James...
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning. But there's going to be a lot of emotions, not understanding why. And then you're going to have the real friends that love me for who I am.
LeBron James, in the offseason of 2010, destroyed the hearts of Cleveland fans by signing as a free agent with the Miami Heat, joining powers with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh to form the ultimate super team. LeBron James, who was once a hometown hero, turned into the league's biggest villain. LeBron then spent 4 years in Miami, winning 2 championships and making the finals every year. But LeBron James wasn't done shocking the NBA quite yet. Fast forward to 2014, and LeBron James makes the surprising decision to return to the Cleveland Cavaliers. After signing with the Cavs, LeBron James wrote a letter to everyone titled, "I'm coming home," and in this letter, he promised a championship for Cleveland. Bold take, Mr. James. Let's see if you can back it up. LeBron James completely brought life back to the Cavaliers. It was like bringing water to a desert. The last time the Cavs had won more than 50 games, LeBron James was on the team. As a matter of fact, the last time Cleveland even had a winning record, scratch that, even more than 35 wins, was when the chosen one was on the roster. LeBron James took the Cavs from a 33-win team to a 53-win team in 2015. The King, along with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and other pieces, helped the Cavaliers secure the 2 seed in the East, only falling short to the Atlanta Hawks. But the Cavaliers weren't the only team that was making noise this season. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors completely took the league by storm in 2015, going from a decent 50-win team to the clear favorites to walk away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy, improving the record by 16 wins. Steph Curry had a breakout season as well, winning his first MVP. The sights were set for an epic NBA Finals in a couple of months. Both the Cavaliers and the Warriors showed that they were contenders and not pretenders in the playoffs. LeBron and the Cavs started by breezing through the Boston Celtics, led by Isaiah Thomas. Cleveland had no problem beating Boston, sweeping them in 4 games. LeBron James averaged a violent 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. But there was one problem.
Free for 3. Olynyk and Love fighting for it. And this is going to be cool. Love hurt? Did Love hurt himself?
Yes, he did.
His shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he ran right past
He's
us.
going right to the locker room. I think his shoulder popped out.
Kevin Love was out for the rest of the playoffs from this cheap shot from Kelly Olynyk, and this raised some concerns for Cleveland at first. Their next series was against the 3-seeded Chicago Bulls, led by Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, and Pau Gasol, and the Cavs actually went down 2-1 at this series at first. Was Kevin Love the glue that was holding this team?
Cavs are back in the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2009.
Never mind. LeBron and Kyrie locked in and won 3 straight games. Next, it was time to face off against the only team who had a better record than the Cavs in the East, the Atlanta Hawks, and this series wasn't even worth watching. The Cavs sent a message to the whole league, sweeping the number 1 seeded Hawks. However, Cleveland wasn't the only team sending a message. Golden State started off by dismantling the 8-seed New Orleans Pelicans, while the Memphis Grizzlies got a 2-1 lead on the Warriors at first. Curry and the Dubs won 3 straight games to close out the series, and the Warriors beat the Houston Rockets in a gentleman's sweep, claiming them their first finals appearance since 1975. It was the NBA Finals matchup that everyone had been hoping for. LeBron James was looking to win a championship for Cleveland, while playing against the young and upcoming Warriors, who were looking to prove that you don't need a big guy to win a championship. But Game 1 was a nightmare for Cleveland. While LeBron James had an unreal 44 points, he lost his sidekick for good.
Irving falls down, hangs on, gets it to J.R. Smith. Can't hit the three. Green with another rebound. And Kyrie Irving is hurt, limping up the floor.
Kyrie Irving was out for the remainder of the 2015 NBA Finals. The Warriors got a Game 1 victory, 108-100, but this fueled LeBron James.
Out come the Cavaliers in their blue uniforms, attacking the basket down to our right. LeBron spins to the paint, takes a fadeaway jumper, and scores. Tough shot by LeBron James on the near wing where he's guarded by Draymond Green. Accelerates, goes baseline, lays it up and lays it in.
Timeout, Golden State.
LeBron James takes it right baseline.
Numbers over. A tomahawk jam.
Cavs in transition. Delvin over middle of the floor. Lob to LeBron for the dunk.
LBJ was pissed off, and he took that energy and won not only 1 game by himself, but 2 games, claiming Cleveland a 2-1 lead in the series, putting up stat lines that look straight out of 2K My Career. It's on to Game 4. Unfortunately, King James and the Cleveland Cavaliers were not able to pull off the impossible. Steph Curry, Andre Iguodala, and the rest of the Warriors took over in Games 4, 5, and 6, winning the 2015 NBA championship right in the heart of Cleveland. This wasn't sitting right for LeBron. He knew his task for next year. The Cleveland Cavaliers once again came into the regular season with fire, securing the number 1 seed in the East in 2016 with a record of 57-25. The trio of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love once again looked dangerous, but their arch nemesis somehow found a way to get even better.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang!
Green from Green. Noel takes over. Here's your game. Green giving it up. Barnes for the win. Got it.
Too many in the 5th turnover for Golden State. Curry takes it right back to him. The lob to the rim. And the throwdown. Oh, what a highlight. Curry.
The 2016 Warriors broke the NBA record for the best regular season, beating out the 1996 Chicago Bulls with a record of 73-9. Steph Curry won the league's very first unanimous MVP and his second own, putting up stats and records that completely shattered our expectations. The Warriors were looking deadly, even unbeatable, but the playoffs would really determine this. In 2016, the Cleveland Cavs started their postseason with an easy 4-0 sweep against the Andre Drummond-led Pistons, leaving no room for mercy. Then in the second round, the Atlanta Hawks had a chance to get revenge from their massacre that happened last year, but the Cavs swept them once again, reminding them of who's little bro. Cleveland's conference finals matchup was against the only other team that was really in their ballpark record-wise in the East. The Toronto Raptors, led by Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. The Cavs started the series with 2 blowouts in Game 1 and Game 2. However, Toronto responded back with their own 2 wins, tying up the series 2-2. However, the Cavs put the series to bed, winning in a 116-78 blowout at home and another 113-87 blowout on the road, clinching them another trip to the NBA Finals. But Golden State's road to the finals wasn't as smooth as Cleveland's. They started off with a gentleman's sweep against the 8-seeded Rockets, despite Curry suffering an MCL injury, putting him out for a couple weeks. In the second round, Golden State beat the Trailblazers, led by Damian Lillard in 5 games. Curry came back from his injury in Game 4 and took over the series. Finally, the Warriors had to overthrow the KD and Westbrook OKC Thunder, punch their ticket to the big stage, and this series was a thriller. In the Western Conference Finals, the OKC Thunder took a shocking 3-1 lead against the 73-9 Warriors. Golden State all of a sudden looked beatable. The pedestal that they were on seemed to have vanished, but in games 5, 6, and 7, the Splash Brothers came back to life. Steph and Clay combined to average 62.3 points a game for games 5, 6, and 7, putting up some unreal stat lines to help the Warriors come back from a 3-1 deficit, claiming them a rematch against Cleveland. The 2016 NBA Finals, to describe it, was the NBA Finals of NBA Finals. This series was taken out of the pages of a Hollywood film. Golden State was looking to cap off the greatest regular season of all time with a ring, while LeBron James was still looking to deliver his promise of a championship for Cleveland. However, Game 1 was a brick fest for both teams. From the Warriors, Steph and Clay both struggled to hit shots, while from the Cavs, the trio of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love all looked a little off as well. However, it was the Golden State bench who saved the day for the Warriors, with a combined 43 points from Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, and Leonardo Barbosa, while Cleveland's bench, not so much. They were a no-show. Golden State wins this game 104-89, and the Warriors get out to a 1-0 lead. Game 2 was an absolute blowout from the Golden State Warriors. There was no drama whatsoever in this game. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving once again did not have the best showings. Draymond Green, on the other hand, was an absolute flamethrower, scoring 28 points on 55% shooting, while notching 5 3-pointers, grabbing 7 rebounds, and dishing out 5 assists. And it also didn't help that Kevin Love suffered a concussion by an elbow from Harrison Barnes. The Warriors win 110-77 and take a 2-0 lead. Game 3 was at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland and was a must-win for LeBron and the Cavs. Of the prior 69 NBA seasons before 2016, there had only been 3 teams to ever come back from a 2-0 deficit in the NBA Finals, giving the Cavs about a 4.3% chance of doing the impossible. With the Cavs season pretty much on the line, LeBron James and Kyrie delivered a masterpiece, both players scoring 30-plus points on great efficiency. Even J.R. Smith chipped in 20 points, making up for no Kevin Love this game. The Cavs got out to a 33-16 point lead in the first quarter and never looked back. The Cavs slowed down Golden State's momentum, trailing 2-1. In Game 4, Steph Curry finally came out of his shell. After a very quiet first 3 games, he came to life, putting up 38 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, while hitting 3 3-pointers. Klay Thompson also added 25 of his own points to help Golden State, but the Cavs weren't far behind, with LeBron and Kyrie still balling, keeping the game close. However, Game 4 wouldn't come without this iconic play, where Draymond Green goes to set a pick for Steph Curry, and the rest is history.
A finals record now for most threes by a team. Curry had a notion there to Barnes. Green and James jawing at each other while play continues. Iguodala the pull-up. That won't go. And a double foul is going to be called. Channing Frye getting in between. LeBron James incensed.
Draymond Green, after falling down from the screen, got a bit upset when LeBron James decided to step over him, giving him a punch in the family jewels. The family jewels. This gave Draymond Green a flagrant foul, which suspended him for Game 5. Despite this, the Warriors hung on tight for a W, clinching a 3-1 lead in the series, and this was bad news for the Cavaliers. No team in NBA history had ever came back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals.
So we're going over the Bay Bridge, and that's when Bron just said, he looked around and goes, you know what, guys? It's written.
You remember on the ride back when Bron? That's all I'm talking about, bro. We sat on that bus going back, and Bron was like, "Nah, we gonna win Game 5.
We're gonna win tomorrow night. We're gonna have a huge game. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
it's gonna come down to the last few minutes. We're not losing at home.
They gonna say woo woo. They gonna do that. We're gonna come back here. We gonna get Game 6, right? And then they finna get scared.
Game 7, anything can happen.
He like, we actually in the best position. We have no pressure on us. We supposed to lose. He's like, but we gonna win tonight.
I mean, guys talk trash in this league all the time. You know, I'm just kind of shocked some guys take it so personal. It's like, I mean, you know, it's a man's league, and people have feelings, and people's feelings get hurt, even if they're called a bad word. I guess his feelings just got hurt.
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
James fakes, James drives, James finishes, and the foul. Lawrence switches on. Irving, the floater, banks it in. Kyrie Irving would have got a clinic. LeBron James with the left hand. Irving steps into the three, knocks it down. Kyrie Irving from downtown. They're telling his team continue to move. Irving again from downtown for the shove. James with 4 to shoot. Gonna have to knock up a three. And does! LeBron James with his third three-pointer.
LeBron James and Kyrie Irving completely took it up a notch in Game 5, becoming the first teammates to ever score 40-plus points in the same finals game. They were unstoppable. Golden State, without having Draymond Green and Andrew Bogut, who suffered a knee injury, they struggled, and they eventually caved into a 112-97 loss at home, making the series 2-3. At this point, LeBron James was completely dialed in, playing at a level that very few, if any, players have ever touched before. He had an insane stat line of 41 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks with only 1 turnover. The Cavs jumped out to a 31-11 point lead in the first quarter and never trailed the rest of the game. Steph Curry fouled out with minutes left, and in frustration, threw his mouthguard into the crowd, getting ejected. Cleveland wins this game 115-101 to force a Game 7 at the Oracle Arena. Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals might go down as the greatest game of basketball in the sport's history. All the storylines and drama led to this final game. Would Steph Curry and the Warriors complete the greatest season of all time? Or would LeBron James and the Cavs complete the greatest comeback in the sport's history? There were countless unforgettable moments that edged this game into NBA history. This game was an all-out bloodbath. Every basket was fought to the teeth for. The contest was close all night long. Draymond Green was out here carrying the butts of the Brick Brothers in Game 7, while LeBron and Kyrie were doing everything to stay alive in Golden State. With 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game, it was tied 89-89, and then for about the next 3 minutes, neither team scored at all. With about 2 minutes left, Kyrie Irving goes inside and tried to hit this tough shot, but it was no good.
Irving tries, top step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry.
The block. Tell me what's going through your mind, because you got a layup. I mean, Steph bounce fast into you. You got a layup. You know y'all about to go up 2 points.
Right. And we ain't nobody scoring. Right. Man, just put the ball, just lay it right there, and don't try to do nothing stupid. Just lay it in. And it was one of the loudest sounds I ever heard.
Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh,
LeBron James eviscerated this shot. The score was still 89-89 until Kyrie decided otherwise.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up.
Kyrie Irving hit the dagger to put Cleveland up by 3 points, and with about 40 seconds remaining, Kevin Love put the clamps on Curry.
Love picks up Curry. Curry steps back, fakes the three, drives again, shut off nicely, found the Green, 7 to shoot. Curry takes the three, steps back, crossover, puts up a three. Rebound James with 30 seconds remaining.
No good. Fast forward to about 15 seconds left, and LeBron James almost had the poster of his life. He then proceeds to hit 1 of 2 free throws, pretty much sealing the game for the Cavs, and sealing the very first championship for Cleveland, delivering on his age-old promise, and successfully pulling off the greatest comeback in NBA history.
Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions. And the emotions for LeBron James, who delivers on his promise to come home and bring a championship to his beloved hometown.
You know, everybody was just talking how they were the greatest team of all time. Like, they was the greatest team to ever assemble And for us to come back, you know, the way we came back in that fashion, I was like, you did something special. That one right there made you the greatest player of all time.